Hi, this is Robert at XI Computer. Today we're going to introduce our new XI MTower iGamer based on the new generation Core i7 Intel Sandy Bridge 2600K. The 2600K is an unlocked CPU that can be clocked at the various spectrum of frequency. For this video we had clocked it at 4.9 GHz. This is not a commercially available version, even though you guys can eventually clock it at that level. But we offer a commercially available 4.1 and 3.9 GHz as well. Let's take a look at the case to begin with. We choose a Cooler Master HAF 922. It's a mid-sized tower. From the top has two USB 2.0 and eSATA interface plus analog audio in and out. As all the HAF cases from Cooler Master has a great ventilation. You can see here the two empty 5¼ slots has grid. There is an extra slot that is taken by two USB 3.0 interface. 20 centimeter fan on the bottom as well. There is a 20 centimeter fan on the top of the case. We couple this with nice Samsung LED monitor, 24 inches, the latest and greatest in technology. The monitor is very slim, very low power consumption, and exceptional brightness. Is great for games. Let's take a pause and take a look inside the case of what we got. Thank you. Okay, now the case is open, and as we can see here, the Cooler Master V6 is the newest heatsink for overclocking. It has two 12 centimeter fan. We found this type of air cooling system to be equally or superior in efficiency to the water cooling devices as far as thermal conveyance and also as reliability, of course. The RAM, we installed 16 gig of RAM here, DDR3, 1333. It can be expanded to up to 32 gig. And the video of choice is the newest and greatest EVGA classified GeForce GTX 590. The 590 is the latest model from NVIDIA, and the EVGA brand has one of the highest clock available for the GPUs, for the graphics processing unit. In this video card we have two GPUs and a total of 3 GB of video RAM DDR5. The video card is capable of driving 4 monitors or drive in SLI mode internally, or if connected with a second video card, we'll be able to have a quad SLI configuration. Power supply of choice is the Cooler Master 1000 watt Silent Pro M. Is a modular power supply, so it allows us to have the cables that are only required for this installation, for this build, and it keeps the case clean and the ventilation to the max. We have two Western Digital Velociraptor 10,000 RPM hard drives in a RAID 0 configuration that allows 1.2 terabyte of net disk space at high speed. The motherboard of choice is Asus P8 P67 Deluxe. It's one of the most comprehensive motherboard available for the Sandy Bridge new Core i7. In particular, he has 3 PCIe 16X. Two of them are running at 8X when both populated, and one only will run at 16X. The third one is a 16X format, but will run at either 1X or 4X, accordingly to the peripheral installed there. In addition to that, the motherboard has two PCI 32 and two PCIe 1X, of which we can see one here. Another one is underneath the video card. The motherboard has 4 SATA 6 gig, the new SATA 3, and also 4 of the old SATA 3 gig, SATA 2 interfaces as far as this goes. Has one power eSATA, that's quite interesting, and is in the back, and an eSATA interface for external hard drives. 2 FireWire port, the 1394A, and 8 USBs, of which some are USB 3.0. In addition to that, this motherboard also has a Bluetooth capability, and that is pretty new and interesting for a desktop, so allows it to all the connection of all portable devices, and also has 2 gigabit network. The case has a light controllable fan, so you can turn the light off and on, and also the Cooler Master has the capability of changing the color. So for you guys that don't like any light, this is a plus. Let's take a look at the performance on the video here. We can see that the 3D Mark score is pretty high. It is P43138, and that's thanks to the high clock speed and the very high efficiency of the video card. Down below we can see the CPU Z. The CPU is running at 4.9.3 megahertz at this point. 4.9,000.3 megahertz, so 4.9 gigahertz. And there's a nice show of the level 2 and 3 of the cache. There's 8 megabyte of level 3 and 4 times 256 for the level 2 cache, and then a split level 1 of data and code. The new Core i7 is a very interesting architecture, very efficient from the power consumption, and we consider that a winner. For more information on this unit, just visit our website at xicomputer.com. Thank you very much.